Stevie, 3 wins on the spin, 3 clean sheets as well, and plenty of goals scored against Partick Thistle on Tuesday night. You must be a happy man.
No, it's pleasing, you know, after a difficult start to the management reign here, to go 3 games, 3 victories, 3 clean sheets is credit to the boys, you know, because we've had some difficult fixtures and we've come through them, and the last couple of weeks has been very pleasing.
The victories against Inverness and Ayr were probably quite similar in the fact that we ground them out, and then the other night against Partick Thistle we added a few goals to the game as well. Yeah,
the pleasing thing for us is we're looking more compact and secure in terms of, you know, when we come under the cosh, when we're under pressure in games at the moment. Yes, there's moments in games where, you know, the opposition are always going to have chances in games, but we're seeing the moments out, which was really encouraging. And then you see from when Bruce gets a goal the other night, 2 minutes into the second half, then confidence comes from that and the supporters get behind the team. And then, you know, I thought we finished the game strong and we're deserved of the victory and the 3 goals the other night.
Bruce has come in and made a big difference up front. You can see that he's a player with real quality.
Yeah, and it is a skill to be able to anticipate where the ball's going to land in the box at times, and you know, his 2 goals were, you know, he's reacted onto both of them really well. He anticipates the one where Danny's going to header it down. The other one's more a reaction because Matty Todd is very unlucky not to get a shot away himself, but you know, Bruce isn't first to react onto that and stuck it away well. So he's been a good addition to us, and you know, he gives us that threat up front.
There were a couple of changes on Tuesday night as well. Louis Longridge was in and Callum Higginbotham as well in for a start, so it shows that there's quite a bit of competition for places. I know that they were enforced as well.
No, I did say that, and they were partly enforced. We changed the formation a little bit, so you know, a couple of boys were also left out from the Ayr victory, but I want a togetherness, and it's the one thing that I've said from day one since coming into the job. The coaching staff want everybody together. We want to be the players together, staff together, supporters together, everybody that works at this club. We want everybody going in the same direction, and the 11 that start, it's the ones that are the most important are actually the ones that don't start the game. If they can put pressure on the starting 11, they know that there's quality to come on. And equally, you know, the boys that are then maybe not getting on the subs bench, they're putting boys under pressure to get on the bench. So, you know, it's only a win-win situation, and that was a pleasing thing from Tuesday night. You know, boys that maybe didn't start, it didn't show. There was no negativity. There was no people feeling about things for themselves. It was all about Dunfermline, all about the team, and that's important if we're going to continue this run.
One of the things you said when you first took over the job, Stevie, was that you were looking to promote youth, and I know you were obviously involved with under-20s before you took over as manager. Matty Todd came on the other night, and is this the start of you trying to bring through some more players at Dunfermline, which we haven't seen really for a long time?
No, definitely. Matty Todd from the minute I come into the job, but equally the rest of that group, the young group, have been fantastic. Their attitude, their commitment, the demands that I put on them, and Greg's come in and done the very same since he's come into the role. But Matty Todd has been on the bench in recent weeks, and deservedly so. You know, it's not a, well, thanks very much, I'm just going to put you on the bench because you're 17 years of age and you're doing okay. Matty Todd's worked his socks off. He's got an energy about him. You seen the other night when he come on, he was unlucky not to get the goal himself, and that hunger and desire to do well, youthfulness brings that, but also, you know, it keeps older players on their toes as well, and it also brings again that connection with the fans. Matty will be seen as one of Dunfermline's own at the moment. It's nothing that he can get carried away with. He's had maybe 5-10 minutes of first team football, but he's hungry for it, and he wasn't scared the other night, and that's important that we create that environment here. Let's
move on to Saturday then against Queen of the South. They're struggling a bit at the minute. The results haven't been too fantastic, but any team that has Stephen Dobie in it is always going to be a dangerous one.
Yeah, and he's a threat. The goals that he scored, but you know, the massive positive for us is we're not leaking goals at the moment, but it's not getting comfortable, and that stems right for the front. You know, it's right throughout the team, taking a pride. You know, equally we're scoring goals at the other end now, which is pleasing. But Queen of South, Gary has them usually set up a lot of their plays counter attack. You know, they're very good at frustrating teams. They're good at it, and then exploiting spaces. And the boy Dykes is very good at. He's got good legs about him, and then Dobie's movement. So as you say, it'll be one that we'll have to be very wary of.
because it did catch us on the sucker punch last time at East End earlier on in the season. You know, it was a match we dominated really, and then as you said, they hit us on the break and they went down the road with 3 points. So we need to avoid a situation like that. Yeah,
and as I said, Gary's he's a shrewd man. He knows the game inside out, and he gets the best out of his players. So they'll be coming up, you know, reminding their players that they've come away with 3 points here the last time, and you know, it's our responsibility not to get carried away. I've not seen it. I've not seen it from the other night that we think just because we've won 3 games on the bounce that our job's done. We've now propelled ourselves into a position that looks more promising. There's more positivity about the place, and it's looking for more. It's looking for more. It's been hungry for more, and as I say, as much as we'll be wary of Dobie and Dykes and the Queen of South team, we'll also be concentrating our own play as well.
It's a cliche in football, but wins do obviously breed confidence and breed more wins usually. It's incredible the turnaround that, you know, we're only 2 points off the right end of the playoffs now, and all of a sudden after maybe a couple of weeks ago looking over our shoulder, we're now looking to, you know, reach the playoffs, which has been the aim since you came into the job. Yeah,
but I'd say when I got the job that Dunfermline, you've no divine right to be given a playoff position spot at the start of the season or going on to win the league, but we found ourselves when we came into the job in a tricky situation where the results weren't going great for us at the time, and you know, we've managed to turn it with 3 victories back to back, and you know, we're looking at, I said a couple of weeks ago, Morton was our target to get above them, you know, and if we win on Saturday, it's in our hands that we can actually go above Inverness with the way the fixture programme is over the weekend. So it's not worrying about it, it's not being arrogant, far from it. It's taking care of our own situation, letting the players believe in themselves, have the confidence of what the victories have done, but not getting carried away that we end up getting our fingers burnt.
And finally, Stevie, can we have an injury update across the squads for the match on Saturday?
Yeah, obviously there was Miles and James Vincent had a fitness test for the Partick game the other day, and they came up short in that one. We'll have to monitor. They're going to need another 24 hours. Jackson Longridge has done some running again. We'll have to monitor to see where he's at in terms of if he's going to be fit for the weekend. The one that is still struggling at the moment will be Face. Will unfortunately miss out. But as I say, we've got decisions to make on the other 3. Whether the game's going to come too soon for them, you know, it's a big game for us. We have to make sure that they're good and proper and they're right and ready to go. Other than that, you know, everybody's fit for Saturday.